welcome along and welcome back to Spruce Mountain Farms. Today we're going to be doing several bits and pieces around the farm. We've got quite a busy day ahead of us. I have discovered that our cows, we've got a large section of our cows have actually reached maturity, and in fact a few of them are past maturity. If we have a quick look here, you can see that we've got 12 that are sitting at 47 months and are now only worth 1,270. We have 12 that are sitting at 41 months and are now only worth 1,395. And then we have one set down here which are in the perfect window to sell them. So between 24 and 36 months. And they are at 1,500. So we want to get these sold soon. Now, the other thing I'm looking at with these is reproduction here is at 90%. So we're almost at the point where these are going to produce calves. So I don't want to sell them before they produce calves. Similarly, the ones that are 41 months are 80% towards calves. So I don't want to sell them either quite yet. However, these are only 30% of the way through their production cycle. Their price is only going to drop. They have recently produced calves. So we'll sell the ones that are at 47 months, get ourselves some money in from them, and that will be fairly good. And then over the next couple of months, we'll be able to sell a few more and get some more money in from them. We are at 99,500 litres here. So we'll put some more silage in at the end of the day. But for now, we're going to leave this and we're going to move on to our next job, which isn't quite yet the cows. Nope, the next job is the one that I talked about at the end of the last video. We need to get the remaining spraying done. We're going to have to try and, well, the sprayer will automatically set its height because we're going to get Claus Boe to do this. But we need to spray all of the maize. It's getting fairly close. In fact, I think next month it'll probably be ready to harvest. We want to try and harvest it green, and that means harvesting it a month before it's fully ready. In fact, it looks like it might be ready to do now, but as I said, I want to get the nitrogen up on these fields. So let's clear the current course on here, set a new course. We are on field 5C, one headland. We want to do the center first and finish here. Yeah, this all looks pretty good. So generate me a course. And I haven't set it right. So set it to 90 degrees and generate again. And now we've set it right, and it's going to start and stop in this corner, which is even better. So we'll bring this over here, unfold this. And then it can get here. We're up to 90% because I've added the fertilizer that we had in the shed just to get that cleared off while I was putting the rest of it away. First waypoint, and away it goes. We should get all 3 of these fields done today. So our third job for the day, we're going to be getting the class out for. Where have I left my animal trailer? I thought it was down this end here. No, there it is. Oh, I do have a slight worry in that where that is, this may not get under. So we'll have a quick look. If it doesn't, we'll use our truck for this. But no, that's going to fit under there. So that'll be fine. Burst this in then. Jump out. Hook that up. And this will take 6 cows at a time. So what we're going to find is that we'll need to do 2 trips with this today. And we'll back it into the loading spot here. I'm still quite pleased with the changes we made when we sold a load of the buildings around this farm and rejigged the farm a bit and added in this cow pasture. It really worked quite well. Are we going to be able to fill here? I think we can. A little bit of moving about and opening the gates, and that's got it. So we want these that are at 47 months. take 6 of these and move to the trailer. Yes, we are maxed out on the trailer. So then I'll pull this forward a little bit and we will close this gate up. And yeah, I need to keep a closer eye on this because cows and pigs, it seems to be 24 to 36 months are when you want to be selling them and making your money, because that will give you a good turnover. You should get, especially with, and I think with both the cows and the pigs, you should get several loads of reproduction during that time. So you'll continue to increase your herd and make money as you're doing it. So down to Larson's loyal livestock. Bring our trailer over to here. Just spin it around a little bit. Back her up and open it up to see what we're going to get. 1,270 per cow. That is going to give us 7,625. Sell, yes. Perfect. Now, I'd be very tempted at this point to possibly replace them. If we selected this, and yeah, that's actually pretty good to pick up a whole load now for that. But I'm not going to, because we're trying to build up the herd without a huge cost to us, and spending 1,200 every time, or in fact it'd be 2,400 every time we sold a load. Yes, that would increase our herd. But we can do that if we're very careful about when we sell. Doing the selling it immediately after reproduction would mean that we get an increase in our herd without it costing us 2.5 grand each time to do it. I had originally hoped today that what we were going to be doing was a contract, maybe a wheat contract. But there's nothing about the wheat fields are few and far between. There may have been a large barley field or two a while back when we were, well, maybe a couple of months ago. But there's nothing about at the moment. And the same is true of the wheat. There's a couple of small wheat fields. There might be a field of oats that are coming up. But even those are few and far between. And yeah, there's like one big oat field that might do the trick. I need to pull this a little bit forwards to get this to work. Yeah, I thought it was the gates not being open, but no. Okay, right, move those to the trailer. Yes, so that is the remaining 47-month-old cows, leaving us with the 41 months at 80% reproduction, 16 months at 0, 11 months at 0, 5 months at 0, and 29 months at 90%, which are the ones that we really want to get sold next, I think, as soon as they have reproduced. So let's move these forwards, and they will bring us in a really decent money. But at the moment, yeah, we've got a way to go yet until they're ready. And of course, that will produce 2 more sets of cows as well. When the 41-month set and the 29-month set both reproduce, that will be another 24 cows to replace what's being removed. Second set of cows down to our animal market. Bring them over here. Tract around. Line it up. I prefer to line it up, so we'll get that all lined up and unload them like that. Not like that, maybe. It's weird. This doesn't always seem to work. Try again. There we go. Right, let's get these unloaded. Sell all 6 of those. Another 7,625. Yes. Okay. Out we go. And back up to the farm. And it looks like our sprayer has finished work. So we'll get that moved to the next field. So let's take this out of here. We'll clear the current track because we don't want to continue on that. We're not going to be using that again for a little while. And move back up towards the farm to get the next field done. This is proving to be fairly efficient at the moment. It's only 10:30. We've sold all the cows we planned to. And by the looks of it, we're going to have set up fairly quickly with the sprayer. I'm not going to start on this corner of this field. I'm going to start on this one. We are down to just 45%, but this is a much smaller field, so it should be fine. The corn, the maize, is using a lot more fertilizer, though. So I'm kind of glad we have the extra. We used about half on that first field. Let's set the course for this one as 5A with the same setup. Generate me a field work course, and that we're going to have to start at the far side. So I will go through the grass field to go and get that set up, and then we'll set that going. We'll bring this in from this angle here. First waypoint, unfold it. This is not going to take very long at all for this to get done. And then I want to start looking at the next job, which I think we've got a perfect opportunity here to do some more hay and create some more hay bales. So in order to get started on that, what I want to do is grab my mower here and get stuck into our fields. This is going to be pretty good. To be able to turn around and get the grass fields done nice and early. If we can get these done over these 2 days in August, where we'll find ourselves is with another possibility to get a cut, maybe October or November, before winter kicks in, and getting these rolled again before winter means that we'll get a stage of growth going early in the year again and be able to get an early cut going into the new year as well. And of course we now have a smaller field to deal with up the end here with the BGA. We've cut the top end of the field up, and this is the first time we're actually mowing the slightly smaller field. And I'm pleased with how much of this field we've actually managed to retain in getting the BGA built. Sprayer has finished spraying again, so we'll take this out of this maize field. We are down to 22%. You know what? I am going to fill this up. I considered not filling it up, of just taking the 22% we've got here, but I think this might take a little bit more than that to finish this off. So we'll park this up here. We'll just pop into our storage shed with the little 6M and grab the top pallet we have here of fertilizer. So just go like that and on. Got that. And then we can take this and go and fill this up with, or go and fill our sprayer up with this. Should be fine. 2,640 litres should be enough to fill her up. Alongside here. And any excess, I think what we might do is spray the grass with. Once we've got it rolled, or before we get it rolled. No, after we've got it rolled and it's got a level of growth on it, I think at that point we can go and do that. How much have I got left on it? 49 litres. Well, I'll go put that back and we'll go get that sprayer back out on the field. So this we want out here on field 6. We'll just draw into the field a little bit. Clear the current track off. Set a new course up. Field 6. We want to set this to 0. So as we had before when we were doing 5C mistakenly. And generate a course there, and yeah, that's going to start down the bottom, finish up here, exactly where I want it to. But rather than drive all the way through that high-standing crop without reason, take it down the bottom corner and set it off from there. all the way down to the bottom here and line it up, unfold it, and set it off. That just go? Yep, that'll just go, and we can get bounced back to doing some mowing. First field of grass just about done. We are running low of fuel on this mower though, so before I start on the second one, we'll shut that off and we'll go and get this refueled. In the meantime, I want to get a tractor going on heading the grass here, and I think our best bet for that is probably gonna be our little tractor. So I'm gonna just park this up here, get this refilling with some fuel, and then we'll go and grab the small 6M and get that started. So refuel that. And then if we grab this, drop the front loader off it. Well, not the front loader off it, just the pallet forks. So swing this into the shed and we can put these along this wall here where I have been storing all of these. So like that, and drop them off. So we don't need those on the front. I'm also just going to drop the weight off the back because we won't be able to use that either. Or won't be able to attach the tedder onto the back with that there. And then we can just hook up our tedder, which is over here, and get that going. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is not bad. And because we have the money this time, being able to get a hired worker doing the tedding is just going to speed this whole process up. And we can do the same thing when it comes to collecting up the bales as well. We'll be able to get a hired worker to do that job too. Let's just unfold this, turn it on, drop it down, come on to the field here. Yes, that blows a little bit out onto the side. But now I can set up a course. And it recognizes field 7, so our new shape for field 7 is recognized by Courseplay, which is absolutely brilliant. And I want to do one headland first, up and down. Generate me a field course. Not automatic then. Longest edge, no. Manual, yep, 0. Generate that. That's better. And close the generator. And then we want it to go from first waypoint. So away you go. On to the line. And perfect. That field is now being tedded. I think that little 6M is going to want to be refueled soon. So we'll keep an eye on that. For now, I'm just going to get this field cut as best I can. We're going to do it in 2 parts as I did last time. So we'll continue straight down here and go straight across the field at this point. Treat this as one long field going north-south, and treat that bit as a smaller field going east-west. I think our sprayer has finished work. Yes, it's in that top corner there. So what I'm going to do is just pull up to the top corner with this. Lift up the header. And we'll just pop over here and take this back to the yard before we continue. Don't need necessarily to do that, but it's good to get everything sorted. And in fact, I'm going to go and put this somewhere where we can wash this all down. And not going to worry actually about getting it emptied of the fertilizer. As I said, we could do with putting a load of fertilizer onto the grass field. So we might just run some more of this fertilizer there. But this tractor and this sprayer are looking pretty dirty at the moment. Now it looks like the tedder is coming to the end of its work, which is great news. I will probably put this on a hired worker then, running up and down on this field. And that should then mean I can grab the tedder, go and refuel it and follow this round. which will make more sense for the more odd shape of this field. Getting this to work on its own will be pretty good, and should work pretty well, and it'll give it a nice head start before I come running in here with header. So line this up. I want you to go at 180, which you should have no problem doing anyway. Hire a worker, and yeah, simple hiring a worker should work on this field. Then we can get this refueled as it's looking fairly low. Bring it over here. Stop it. Turn it off because I don't want to refuel it while the engine is running. Get it refueled, which will not take me very long to do at all. And then we'll head back out and start tedding up that field. In order to, well, hopefully get all of that done today. If I can get this mowed and tedded today, 2nd day of August, we're going to be just getting the whole thing rode up and baled and collected and sorted going into next month, which is perfect. That is exactly where I want to be going into September, and probably the start of our silage harvest. I've switched from the 6M to the mower because I wanted to see if the standard hire worker in game would actually do tedding, because I don't think they did before. And yeah, in FS22, standard worker will do tedding. Will ted within what it finds in the grass, and that is pretty awesome. I really quite like that. So it means that as I'm set up on here at the moment, things are very interchangeable. I can move between these two machines very fluidly, depending on how fiddly the job that needs doing is, and whether things need moving about. So that means that I'm now going to take this and do the headland pieces on the other part of the field, while this just runs through the last couple of rows of tedding on here. And yeah, with an hour to go before the end of the day, we're looking pretty good, to be honest. Coming up to the very end of what I have to cut on here, and my tedder is not going to be very far behind. I would say that is this job done for today. So I'm going to get this back to the shed. We'll turn that off and we'll head back in. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.